The best.
Welcome to Big Band Boys. Today we are doing the. You shut up. Today we are doing the past cast.
Yes.
Past
Stories from our
cast.
childhood. That's birth to middle school. They don't necessarily have to be funny. They can be happy or sad or just meaningful to us personally.
My
So who
first
would like
solid
to go
food was
first?
chicken. I'm not even lying.
Who wants to go first?
Keith was a
Y'all
chicken
ever
fried.
put your wee wee in those jet things at swimming pools?
Yes.
Do people
Yes.
actually do that? Because I
No.
never
I'm pretty
did.
sure everybody's done that at some point.
Absolutely.
I
you
haven't.
kidding?
I actually haven't.
Well, you
Wait,
can't.
what?
You
I've
can't
not.
You're a
actually.
liar.
I swear on everything. I'm not lying.
I put my back against it, but I've never done
Yeah, I
that.
put my back, like my stomach, but like, that's just too much.
You're too much. Shut up.
Bruh.
Okay.
So who wants to kick this off?
People who admit.
I almost drowned in the wave pool before.
Tell. Go.
Say
Oh,
it.
I've done that many times.
So go.
Okay, so basically, I was on like one of those like, little floaties, right? Like people at my summer
Mhm.
camp, they were bad people, like really bad, but they were like funny. So I
Well,
hung
yeah,
out
they
with
were
them.
black.
I mean, you're not
What?
wrong.
Hilarious.
But,
Hilarious.
so basically,
Hilarious, right?
no, so basically, right? I was just chilling, right, and they just started pushing me. Now I'm the only person there that doesn't know how to swim, so they're pushing me into like deep water. Oh, kids are like jumping on each other's like things, like pushing them off. So I'm terrified because I can't swim. I'm at about like 6 feet. I don't even think I was 5 feet at the time. So I was like, you know what? I might just die. And like this one big white kid, I remember this so specifically. He just started like swimming up to me. I was like, no, please. And he like jumped on me and just like grabbed onto like random people and started like getting to the wall, trying to like climb back. And then the
You're talking
counselor
about
got
like
mad
the
at
end of the
me.
wave pool,
I was almost there. I was honestly almost
like
there.
the deep part, like that used to be like most
Yes.
stressful. Yeah.
I was terrified.
That's
Still don't know how to swim though.
I just drown in regular pools.
Bruh, you drowned before, really?
No,
That was the
I almost
perfect
did.
bruh.
And so Julian, remember we were at a hotel pool, and then Julian was like flipping around. My grandma was like, "Oh wait, is he actually drowning?" And then we had to go and get him. I mean, I didn't, 'cause I can't swim. but-
Man, on the topic of drowning in the pool, I was at my old friend Cameron. He used to live next door, but then he moved to some
I had a
apartments.
friend named Cameron next door.
I don't care. Anyway, he moved
Oh.
to some apartment complex, but he invited me to go to the pool there once, and so we go to the pool. You know, it's all fine. But then we're just swimming around. I try to go up for air because I was trying to hold my breath under the water, and he was counting. And as I'm going up, he puts his shirt out so that I would go, so that my head would go up his shirt. And
Oh, dang.
Ew.
therefore, I cannot get my air anymore because I'm trapped
Cannot
within.
get my hair.
I'm trapped within his belly button, and so
Oh, he didn't take his
Yeah,
shirt
that was really
off.
fun.
Oh, dang.
no, so I ended up like kicking him, you know, there, and he was upset.
He
Oh
was
well.
upset.
You shouldn't have been
What?
upset.
Oh well, you tried to drown me. That's not my
I'm
fault.
so sorry that you tried to
Are you
kill
still
me and I
friends with him?
fought back. Like, what?
No, I haven't talked to him in years.
Good.
How old
Talk
was
to him.
this?
Bring him on the podcast.
Hey, remember that time
Hey,
you tried to
remember
kill
last time
me?
you tried to kill me?
Remember in first grade, there was this crazy kid.
Who? Wait,
and,
what?
I'm not gonna say his name because I don't know.
Say his name.
No,
You
but
can say his
wait, just
first
type
name,
it. I might
but
know
I
who that
wanna know.
is.
You can say his
Just
first.
type it in the thing.
I'll type it in. I'll type it.
Okay. I'll just put his name up.
I
Yeah.
saw Marco and it said loser, so I thought that was his name.
Remember this kid?
Oh yeah, that
Oh
kid.
yeah.
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 And
Bleep that,
I remember one
Marco.
time, like
Bleep it.
And
It's
for-
not on screen. Don't worry.
in
I said
first
it.
grade,
I said the name.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
bruh.
Well, I don't think
Damn.
anybody heard it.
Well, I remember this kid. He just like straight up grabbed like choking me with one hand in like first grade.
Wait, really?
That's pretty kinky.
Yeah, in the middle
Wait,
of
did he throw like a
cafeteria.
chair at a teacher that
Uh,
same year, or was that second grade?
Yeah, he threw a book at the vice principal. Or
At
like
the vice-
assistant
oh.
principal or whatever.
Oh.
And like in her
He'd get
eye,
expelled almost every year and then come back the next year and then get
though.
expelled.
Eye.
That's an
Yeah.
unfortunate last name.
Yeah, he was Asian too, which made it even
yeah,
funnier.
he's Asian.
Yeah.
His brother goes to Fort. His little brother.
Guy, he's
He
a
does?
junior, and his
Yeah.
name is Hung.
You just said someone's name.
Oh, I think I went to middle
What?
school with him.
It's an Asian kid. Who cares? His name is Hung.
It's an Asian kid. Who cares?
Wow.
Wait, no. It says,
Wow.
Bro, Kim Jong Un, like, bro, I thought he died.
Okay, so what is all that about? What's wrong with him?
he fake died.
Apparently
to
he had
test
heart
his-
surgery,
to test his
and
guy's
it may or may
loyalty.
not have went bad and almost died, but he's chilling now, I think.
Okay.
No.
He's
He
chilling.
fake died.
We haven't seen his body yet.
Yeah, nothing's
Not even on
confirmed.
public
alive.
How do you
He's
know?
alive.
Speculation at this point.
How do you know?
It is confirmed that he is alive, and he faked
Who
his death
confirmed
to
it?
test the
Who
loyalty
confirmed
of
it? North
his,
Korea?
his guy.
North Korea confirmed it?
Yes,
Exactly. Yeah.
bro. What?
Oh.
North Korea confirmed it.
Because
People
they
that are
lie.
against us. The commies.
Not everything that North Korea says is instantly
not-
false. I mean,
Untrue.
Bro, imagine living there though. You have nothing. You have no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
You
That's
don't know
why I
what
do not
coronavirus
trust their
is.
judgment until we see a live walking
trust
Kim
their
Jong
judgment
Un
to see if he's alive.
with the
Okay.
today's newspaper. I do not believe it.
I don't think it exists.
I
So
don't think
anybody
you
else has any more
exist.
child stories? Kind of like straight away from like child stories.
Oh yeah, Elijah. How about
Fine,
you?
But I mean,
I used to be a real bad kid.
Yeah, of course.
I
Same.
believe it.
I have a couple stories. One time I stabbed a kid with a pencil.
Wait, what? Wow, white people things.
I was really little, and I
Yeah,
was just
he's
drawing
an
Scooby-Doo.
yeah,
actual
I'm pretty
knife.
sure everybody did
How
that.
could he?
I
did
didn't.
one-
Wait, no, yes I
Whipping
did.
out.
Wait, no, I didn't. That was my nail.
You never stabbed someone with a pencil, Keith?
No.
Not like
You-
hard.
You ever throw a pencil
Maybe
at
with the
someone?
like eraser, with the eraser, but like not like the actual like lead part.
Dude, this guy made me mad in middle school, so I got my pencil. I was right behind him too, and I stood up and I threw it as hard as I could right at his head, and then he was very mad at me. Like he turned around, he banged on my desk. He's like, "What was that for?" I was like, "Oh."
You just knocked him out then and there.
Oh,
Turn
okay.
around,
When you guys are
jab, like
done,
a right-
but
right
River
jab.
Oaks was really ghetto. I have so many fight stories that happened in the middle of the class.
Oh wait,
So
no,
when
wait,
you're done with
Elijah
that,
though,
I have to
Elijah.
tell.
So I used to go to this place for pretty much all of my life up until middle school. This place called Child Care Network, and I would stay there every day. It was just me and a bunch of kids whose parents
Hated them,
just didn't want to deal with them.
It's like after
Uh,
school thing what we had.
like
Yeah.
daycare.
Yeah, after school thing. Yeah,
It wasn't daycare. It was for big
whatever.
boys.
Oh right,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah. And it used to be just like constant beating the absolute tar out of each other.
What?
It's like just fun time.
One
That's
one
not-
That
time
sounds fun.
just dudes
in
being
like
guys.
preschool, there was this kid. I was drawing Scooby Doo, and there was this kid like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm drawing Scooby Doo." He said, "What is that?" I said, "Scooby Doo." So what are you drawing? I said, "Scooby Doo." And then he said, "What are you doing?" And I stood up
Did
and
he keep
stabbed him in
asking?
the arm with a pencil.
Oh wow,
Maybe he didn't hear you.
that's
He
just aggressive.
Absolutely did.
Wait, how old
I
were
was-
you?
I was like 4, and I just
Four?
did not feel bad
That is
at all. And I
daycare.
still don't.
That is actual daycare.
He just the lady watching you guys just stands up to see a 4-year-old stab another kid in the neck. Just
Check that
blood
episode of
gushing
Family Guy.
out.
He had an outie belly button the size of a small penis.
Did you rip it out?
Yeah, let's say he scraped it out.
Did I rip it off? No, I wanted to. It looked like a tumor.
Looked like a tumor.
What else happened?
A guy got arrested in the middle of my
I had like a story that I was. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I used to get in trouble so much that like I would just accept it when people blame me for stuff that I didn't do. This one guy, Blake, who bleep out his
Why
name.
would you say his name?
Stop saying
Oh,
names.
I don't know.
We'll
Bleep out
keep
his last
we'll
name.
keep the first name.
Yeah.
Like
Blake, who's like the cool guy.
Blake Griffin.
Just chucked a rock at a window
Ooh, well, there's one
and
kid that
blamed
did
it on
that.
me, and I got in trouble for it, and I just took it
Nice.
because like
What? That could
I've never
be me.
I've never
With my
like,
mom,
been a
she
snitch,
no.
ever.
Dude, okay,
You're
I
a
have a
what?
story about a rock. Okay,
Wait, hold up.
Oh wait,
I
what?
have a question for Elijah. Would you say
But,
you
like-
never what?
I never ever snitch.
That's a
Oh.
lie.
How is
No,
that a
you
lie?
don't- you don't- you don't
sorry,
snitch.
sorry, Mr. Thomas. My
you went a
section
bit
was talking
overboard.
to me.
Huh?
Ryan, you used to go
Because
overboard.
it's
You
true. I say, hey,
any
No,
bad
it's
thing that
not.
would
It's
happen,
funny.
You
It's
make
funny.
would.
It's
you make
not, like,
me take the
That's
fall for a lot
deflecting
of things.
responsibility.
You said
You
what?
make me take the fall for a lot of things.
When first of
And
all,
like,
no.
and when we're talking in class, we'd be like, it's him, and then I'm not even saying anything.
because it
I mean, you
usually
two just
is,
talk all
and
the
I
time
say,
though.
and I
It's just like
look
both
at
of you,
you,
except
and he
Elijah
looks at me
complaining.
like, hey, shut up.
Because you're looking
Yeah.
at me.
He's like, control your section,
Bruh.
Elijah.
True, you do make it very obvious that you're talking. Even though Trinity and Olivia talk, but they don't. But they're like sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elijah, you
Uh,
straight
You
up look
game
at
talk
me
to
when you
Moses. I
talk.
don't know why you're talking.
What do you mean? I said yeah. I was agreeing with you.
Y'all
what I
can
thought,
hide
that's what I
behind your
thought.
tubas and get away with anything.
Hide behind your
Well, apparently
trombone.
not smiling at their tubas.
I remember that
Because
one
Mr. Thomas
time that
stopped for
Moses
that.
got called out in class.
Wait, what happened?
Moses
When?
got called out for talking once.
And
I
how
don't
did you
know
not
how
get caught
Mr.
out?
Thomas makes
How-
fun of Gabe more than he makes fun of Moses.
I just
Because
keep
he invented
remembering the-
Moses. He programmed him to be like that.
I keep remembering like when Moses had the bag of like tuba pieces and was like sorting.
Oh
through the class.
yeah.
And then I
Wait,
just
when
started,
was
like
this?
chuckling, and Mr.
It
Thomas
was
was
so
like,
loud.
why are you
Moses.
laughing? Ryan?"
Moses, you had just a big ass bag of cheese puffs that you were just eating during advisory
Yeah.
right in front of him, and he did not say a word to you.
Moses,
Yeah,
do
I
you
was
know
there.
do you know how often Mr. Thomas just like looks at you confused? Because like
yeah,
you'll
everyone
be
does
Yeah.
that.
you'll be up walking around with headphones on, like polishing your instrument and going to the music library, and he's like, "What the heck is he doing?" He'll turn to me and Mad sometimes. He's like, "What is he doing?" And we're like, "I don't know." And then he's just like, "Okay," and he keeps
Hold up,
watching you.
quick.
Moses to sing.
We're gonna switch this podcast. What goes on in the mind of Moses? I really would like to know.
I want to know too. To be honest, I don't know.
I want to know too.
Bruh.
You have to find
Anybody
a
got a
creator
USB?
first.
Anybody got a USB?
It's on a
with
USB.
file, too?
There's a USB that says childhood and one that says middle school.
Yeah, swap them out like my Xbox 360.
Middle
Alright, Moses,
school
you
was
got a
not a
childhood
fun
story?
time.
Yo, yes, I do.
Middle school sucked. Kids they were bummy and ghetto, and I did not like.
Middle school
was
is
in
never
library.
good for anyone.
Middle
I
school,
moved halfway through middle school.
6th and 7th
Oh,
grade
yeah.
middle school was
Yeah, so
pretty
did I.
good, but 8th grade was the worst year of my life.
Every single locker I had would break every year. 6th grade, I went through 3 lockers because it kept breaking.
Dude.
It wasn't my
Imagine.
fault. They were just bad.
I remember one time when I was going to school, I couldn't put my books in my bag because my locker broke, and so like I just had to take my books home and couldn't get my homework.
Wow, I had a really nice teacher. She let me keep her books in her class.
Oh, same.
I even tried that. Oh, what is it? The Capri Sun technique on the locker.
What
Didn't
Capri
work.
Sun?
Capri
I've never
Sun.
heard of
Capri Sun
this.
technique.
Oh, I know what you're talking about from
What,
the
like-
commercial.
Yeah,
Who's
you know,
ID?
Like the
commercial.
credit
Their
card
own
thing for a
IDs.
door?
No, when he like
Commercial.
elbows it and punches it.
No, he
Oh.
goes-
Oh,
He hits it at the top, and then the bottom, and then the middle, and then it opens.
Oh, right. I
You
remember
actually
that.
tried that?
Yeah, it didn't work.
it
What-
worked.
what a
Of
It
course
would
it
actually
didn't
work.
work.
I mean, I didn't
No, it
expect
did
it to,
work.
but I just wanted to
Some
do it. I
lockers
had the
work like that.
opportunity.
Some.
Alright, Moses, you got a story?
Yeah. So I have a couple
Yeah.
about stuff. So the first was, so I like fruit just like everyone else. Fruit's pretty cool.
Okay.
Some good
Nice.
stuff. So I was one time. When I was a kid, I used to make a little obstacle course. Since I have a 2-story house, I would just like have the
Word
first story.
flex.
Okay. I would just put like the furniture around.
If we
and I would
get
just
it, you're
jump around.
black.
And
I actually
So-
didn't get it. Thank you for clarifying.
I would just go ahead and do that. So I would just be running around downstairs, running laps around the bottom floor, and then I would just jump over stuff and all that. One
That's-
time I got hungry.
I
My
used
mom
to do
brought
that.
grapes.
Oh.
So I was just running around, eating grapes from a cup, and like jumping over stuff. Parkour master and all that.
So
But I didn't
choking,
know.
or is that it?
Yeah, I started choking. I didn't know what choking was, so I started running around, just pointing my
While you're
throat.
dying.
Yes. Until my dad finally understood what I was saying. My mom thought I was just messing around trying to get her attention. She was on the phone. So we just went around like that for a while. Then
I just remember.
Oh,
yeah.
I just
imagine him
remembered a
running around
story.
like lemon grab, flailing around. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
I
The
just
second
remembered
one
a
I have
story.
is I
You
was
go
at
ahead,
the beach, and then I started I went out pretty far, got caught up in a wave, and I just kind of swallowed a bit too much water, started flying around yelling, and then I got caught by this one nice gentleman. Don't know who he is. Never saw him after that.
If you're
That was it.
listening,
But
please leave a comment down below.
I
Come on the
like,
podcast.
Like and subscribe.
The third one though, I almost did die though.
Hit that
I
ding
was
ding notification.
Ding ding.
the third one. I was at my house. I was upstairs, and this is before I had my third brother or my second brother. So I would have a room to myself at that point. So I was supposed to be taking. Feel sleepy, so I just got up. I started going, and then I saw the blinds. So
Oh, you're one of those kids?
yeah, it was tied around my. I thought, oh, I can't swing from this. Like I knew that much. Like so I
Oh
didn't try swinging
my.
from it. But then I tied it around my
Moses.
neck.
You
No.
I thought about swinging, but then it started to choke me, and I didn't realize. Well, I was so I was like my bed is in the middle of the room, so I was just on my tippy toes, like try not to fall down because I was starting to choke. But I almost hung myself by accident. So my mom came into the room because she felt something was off apparently. So yeah,
Has
Mom
anyone
and
ever
children.
accidentally hanged themselves?
yeah, I almost
Yes.
did.
1800s.
Is that accidental?
It's rope man.
Yeah, it wasn't on
Wait,
purpose.
Moses, how
Wait,
old were
haven't you ever
you?
seen Tarzan?
I was like 5.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
But that wasn't
what?
him,
When
he
was
got, like,
this? I don't
pushed.
remember this happening.
Yeah, I was like 5.
And Tarzan?
Oh,
Ryan, go, and then I have a question.
All right, I'll go
Hello?
then. So,
Ryan?
all right, Ryan, he on the way to.
Okay.
So,
What's
Yes.
okay? My question. Hello, Ryan.
Yes.
Tell your story.
Okay, what happened?
Okay, nothing. What was? Oh God, dang it. Hold up. Okay, so
Cool
Moses was
story.
talking about school. Something. Wait, what's the story about? Crap.
oh my
Are you?
gosh,
What are you doing?
I forgot my stories.
Ryan, what
Oh,
are you doing
I
right
remember.
now?
It clicked. So
Look.
I remember we were
Look.
playing basketball. Keith was probably there. It was in Windsor Hill, and I remember because it was like I don't know, like rocks. It was basically just rocks.
oh,
but,
it was
like,
big.
all,
Oh,
like,
I remember
melted
what you were about to
together.
tell.
all melted together rocks,
Basically, right.
and it was like a court. It was a court. It was functional. But I remember, like, I guess I got my ankles broke or something. I skidded in my arm, like my elbow meat was peeling off and bleeding a lot.
Yeah.
And I run up to my counselor, and I'm pointing to my elbow, and because it hurts, I'm like moving up and down because I'm hurting. And then
Oh, yeah.
she just looks at me. I'm like clearly pointing to blood, and
Yeah.
I just go, I need help. And she goes, oh, I thought you were doing a dance.
Yeah.
And
She was
yeah,
so
I got lost
funny.
for the aftercare. I remember there was one counselor. He was pretty cool. He liked anime. He was like talk to us about
Oh
Naruto
yeah.
and
He gave me a hat before, and it was like super,
Yeah.
super.
me too. I remember, and like my dad was like, "Well, what if he gives you lice?" I'm like, "He's bald." And
Well, he wasn't bald. He was like shaved.
he was bald, and also he was black. So
He was black,
there's no
yeah.
way.
wait, what?
The
What-
Holy
He was a
Trinity.
counselor. I don't know
Bro,
if it was
what are you?
actually
I've heard this before. Black people can totally get lice.
No,
Yeah,
well,
but if
not
white
like
people give it to
naturally
them.
though. Yeah,
Naturally? How do you naturally get lice?
They spawn.
They
They
spawn.
just
It's
fall.
not. It's not a hereditary thing.
Well, how did the
No,
first
it's
person get
It's
anything?
less likely
How
for us to
do?
get it.
Because bugs got in their hair. It's not something that
Exactly.
grows out of you.
We don't have real
Well,
hair.
I'm saying lice will not try to go in black people's hair because of the amount of oil they
And
secrete
it's really
and
coarse.
put in their hair.
True.
I am oily.
Yeah.
Italian people are oily.
Well, that's
Then
their
they won't get
skin.
lice.
Well, I got
I'm
lice
the
and I'm
oily
Italian.
boily.
You're not Italian. You're
Yes.
Marco.
Well, then you're racist, Marco.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, that's a
Rice-
big
Rice
old
tend to
word.
like
right there.
racism.
So basically, I need to tell you this. Wait, Elijah, what's your question?
What's y'all's first memory? Like, what's the farthest back y'all can remember?
Oh,
I'm in
Walking.
preschool, and this one old black lady's dancing. Don't question.
Oh, Miss Myrtle. Oh, wait, I just heard her
Miss
name.
Myrtle, yeah!
My earliest
Bro.
memory.
I wonder how she's doing.
She's probably dead. She was like 60.
Dang, okay.
Dang,
She's
wow.
listening to this and she just heard
Are
it.
you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, Miss
You haven't
Myrtle,
said
come
the
to the
story.
podcast.
Y'all are just interrupting each other a lot.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, I got, oh yeah, but so the black, counselor that gave us hats, he had the hugest Adam's apple for no reason.
Oh yeah!
And I remember we were playing around and he had me like in a chokehold kind of thing, and then I bit his hand. And that was weird because I never bit like a stranger's hand before.
He wasn't a
I never
stranger.
have.
He was a cool guy.
I mean, not, like someone outside my family. I've never bit someone
It's like
else's
Attack
hand.
on Titan.
Yeah,
Nice.
but then is there any more after? Oh, I remember there was this.
I wonder how
kid
he's
named-
doing now.
I was about to say his name, but okay, I'll make up a name. This is a kid named
Just say his first name.
Billy.
George.
Billy.
Billy.
I don't remember his last name, so. But I remember he was like crazy or something. Because I remember he just got real mad one day and then like in the middle of art class and like pushed a girl like against the wall with a chair. And so he got like
Wait, you're talking about
arrested or
that same
something.
guy?
In, like,
No, I
second
think I know what
grade.
you're talking about.
Yeah, and then later on, like next year, he broke his arm on like the like what is it? It's not like trapeze. It's like some like remember that big like
monkey
building?
bars?
It was
No,
like
it wasn't
that
even
like
monkey
little
bars.
blue
Also,
thing that like
those
go
broke
up
a
and
lot of
down.
arms too.
Oh yeah.
It's that, yeah,
Prisons.
You know,
that
like
big
it was
thing.
that big like
Prisons
building with
are
the
just
slide.
monkey bars.
No, it wasn't that. It was something else.
But like it was weird, and then they immediately destroyed them
I knew you would
afterwards.
giggle.
Oh
Like
yeah!
they broke too many kids' arms.
There was
And
this
then
one
the
girl who went on the
broke
monkey
kids'
bars.
arms.
It was like I remember the last person who broke their arm on it and made us like not be able to go on it anymore,
It was
and
like
that was so
Jalen.
sad.
I think
No,
it
it
was
I've
was,
Jalen.
only ever broken one bone, and it's my pinky toe, and I couldn't
I've
do anything
never
about
broken
it
a
because
I
of
bone.
the
remember
pinky toe.
Jalen broke his collarbone on the monkey bars.
Well, he broke.
You
I
never
what
can't
is
do
this?
anything.
He bruised
I
it.
just
break a toe, you
remembered
can't do anything?
something.
Wait, no, he didn't. Crap, no, he didn't.
Remember he got a black
Guys.
eye because like
What,
you
Marco?
guys are like doing something.
Okay,
A
wait,
kid-
Marco, I
a
have one
ki-
more thing.
Okay,
Wait, you
okay.
go. Okay, actually, you go.
Okay, a
I'll
kid
go after.
died at my elementary school.
Whoa, Monka, what happened?
There was caution tape
No.
around it.
Buddy,
No,
yo,
I'm
that's
sorry,
I have a
Never
story
heard of that.
similar, but not nearly as bad.
What?
Okay,
But
wait.
still
Okay,
pretty bad.
I remember. I have another story.
Oh yeah, Ryan. Bye.
So I remember Jalen was I don't know what he was doing, but he was still on top of the bunk bed because we're twins, gotta have bunk beds. But so
We're
he
at
stood on
top,
top
my
of it,
bottom.
but he's still like on top of the railing, and he was just T-posing. And I went to the look in the room, like I was in the doorway, and all of a sudden he just like leans forwards, and it just does a
Oh,
flip and
no.
then lands on his back.
That's
That's at least what I see. And Jalen says that he was trying to climb down backwards.
You guys ever on a trampoline and then you like try to do a flip or something and you flip off the trampoline?
Imagine
No.
being able to afford a trampoline.
I don't have a trampoline.
Yeah, it could
I've
never
never
be
had a
you.
I've never
trampoline.
been able to afford trampolines.
No.
so
It was a friend's
Wait,
trampoline.
Elijah, tell your story and then I have something to say after it.
There was this kid in elementary school. His name was Tyler.
Yes.
And he had this bit for a while. It was like third grade. He had this bit for a while where he you put the paper towels in the urinal so it looks like a poopy.
Yeah.
What? That's nothing
And we
like
did
it.
that. And then
Keith would know.
They were brown paper towels, Keith.
Oh.
Keith, you're dumb.
And then one day he decided to actually do a dookie in the urinal.
I did that one.
Yeah.
You did that,
And
I
Keith?
went to
then-
school that did that.
I didn't know what it was. I
Wait,
just like
what?
saw. I was like, oh well.
Are
and
you
I just
kidding
did
me?
it. Bro, I was like 4. I've never seen one before.
What did you climb up and
That's
sit
fair
on
enough.
it? You can't even sit on that.
Bruh,
Just sit
it was like
inside and then
low.
flush and it
Threw
like
it.
bathed you.
I like
Threw it.
squatted.
So he did a poopy in the urinal, and then we all left because we don't want to be associated with like ha 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 ha.
I
ha,
don't
poopy.
associate with.
And then
Mm.
word got around that apparently he had picking up the poopy and smeared his own name on the wall. in the poopy.
Eey.
People did
That's-
that
I don't
reverse.
understand how people could do that. I don't
He
understand. what
wrote
they're doing.
Tyler P.
Dude.
on the wall in Dookie, and then got caught for it because he's the only Tyler P.
What an idiot.
Dang. Alright, so basically, right? Me and my friend, we went to like Velocity, and like we were doing like flips and stuff. Like we're like jumping really high. And for some reason, when you jump high, that's the little kid's like, you know what? I'm gonna run right under you or whatever.
I've knocked
Oh,
over a
hi,
little
Bob.
kid at a place like that before, yeah.
So I was like trying to do a backflip or whatever, and this one little kid like ran under me, and I saw him, so like distorted my body to where I fell on my neck, and then like
Ooh.
he like I kind of like hit him a little bit, but like he got up and he was fine. I was fine. But then his mom walks up to me and said, "Hey, you should apologize for hitting my child," and like I fell on my neck, and I was really considering I'm just like really trying to go off on this woman. But I was like, you know what? She's white. I'm black.
Wait.
I'd probably get arrested.
That's not a good combination.
Wait, do you
That's not
guys
a good combination.
you guys know the how like if you bounce on a tire in Fortnite, you'll bounce up?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to either it was Sky Zone because that was the first time. I went to Sky Zone, right? And we were just done bouncing around. We're like, oh yeah, and there was this pile of tires, right next to the Sky Zone, and so I decided that would be a great idea to try and bounce on them, just like in the game.
Why?
And
You're dumb.
long story short, I bounced on a tire and I faceplant
Oh.
into the wall.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this other.
Boom.
Oh, okay. There's this one place called like Jumping Doors. It was basically like a bunch of like bounce houses and stuff like that. I went there for like summer camp or whatever.
Yeah, I saw
And
you
like the
there.
counselors there were like cool. We would like play fight and they wouldn't do anything. So basically, there was this one thing where you like play dodgeball, right? And I remember this one time, I ate this like
Dodgeball.
one kid, and I guess I hit him a bit hard. I don't know. It was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, and he started crying. I was like, whatever. And it was like
Was that
mom
one?
walked up to me.
Wait. You're talking about in Winter Hill?
No, it wasn't Windsor Hill. It was
Oh.
This is before I went to Windsor Hill or something. So basically, right?
What was
Like,
that?
like mom walked up to me and said, "Hey, I heard that you hit my son really hard." It's like I've never seen that kid before in my life. You got the wrong person. I even described this person who kind of looks like me, and I got away with it. It was great.
I remember we were playing dodgeball in Windsor Hill aftercare. Some kid was running really fast, and he was already out of bounds. And he ended up clotheslining himself with his own arm.
What?
How do you do that?
I don't know. It was
Can
a sight
someone
to
teach
see.
me this magic?
Okay. Oh, I just remembered something. I remember the first time I like lost my one of the first times I lost my tooth was at Windsor Hill. She was playing like red, white, and blue, which is like sharks and minnows except ghetto.
Oh
So
yeah.
basically,
That's
I
constant
was
robbers.
running, and I was running like really fast. I was like little. I wasn't paying attention. So like you know that one wall that has like the hawk on it? I
Yeah.
face
Yes.
planted into that thing, and I like knocked my tooth out, and I was bleeding, crying, and everything. It was.
I think I might remember that.
That's
I remember
pretty
there was
gamer.
I remember there was an assembly there, and I had this like piece of aluminum foil, like you know those like twist tie bags,
Yeah.
and I stuck that into a power outlet and shocked my finger.
Why would you do that?
You ever pee on
Remember
an
when
electric
Jared from
fence?
Subway came to elementary school?
Oh
Yeah.
My
I
dad
love that.
peed on an electric fence one time and shocked
Shows
his
how
knee.
big his pants were.
Dude,
Yeah. Yeah, that thing was like huge though.
He's
Like, how do you
You
get
all
that?
could fit in these pants.
He probably tried to fit us on there if there's no teachers.
That reminds me of this one time my dad unintentionally called my mom fat. He was
Did he actually say the word or?
no. He very heavily implied it by accident.
He's dead.
He said, "You fat
He's
bitch."
dead.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
No, he was trying to. He was saying that since my sisters were so skinny, that the three of them could fit in my mom's wedding dress. But all he said was,
Dang.
man, all three of you girls could fit in your mom's wedding dress,
I mean,
which
okay,
clearly
so,
sounds
like,
bad.
it sounds bad, but he didn't mean it.
Well, my dad did something similar at Old Navy one time, actually.
He what?
Old
Yeah,
Navy,
your mom
what?
has a
It's something
fat
similar at
donk,
Old Navy.
so
Basically, we were going to get new clothes, and my mom got a pair of pants.
We're
And
flex.
my dad made the joke that plus sized is just
Bro.
another word for fat.
getting pants is
My mom was
delightful.
plus sized pants. And she got so mad at him.
Well,
That's
yeah.
He just
big.
left the store without talking.
Dang.
That's how it be.
That's
That's
how
how it be.
it do be like that sometimes.
It do.
Oh yeah, one time I put my finger in the light bulb socket. I thought I was gonna die.
You thought
What's up with
you
you
were
like
gonna
Did it
sticking
work?
things in electrical sockets? Like, what's
Did you glow,
wrong with
though?
you guys?
Did you glow?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was electrical socket.
Did you glow?
Did you
Did
glow?
you glow?
That's when he started
How do you
charging.
answer?
He started charging.
Did
Yeah,
you
that's my
glow
first
like the
became
kid in
robot.
Sky High?
Oh
Aw.
my gosh! Wait. Okay, I had the old laptop in my room one time, and I had it,
Wow.
and I had it. It was plugged in right next to my bed, and I was watching something or something. Anyway, the battery was full, so I went to
Whoa.
unplug it. But I was pulling at like a slight angle, and
Ooh.
like as I'm trying to pull it out, I put my hand further to get a better grip, and then my hand like started vibrating, and then like my whole arm started to tingle, and I'm like, what the heck is
Oh.
happening? And then I got scared and I
That's called
put
a
it down,
stroke.
but then I was worried that it was gonna catch fire, so then I had to hurry up and pull it out, and I think I got electrocuted, but who knows?
And you just ate
Marco
that.
really
Have you
just
tested
ate
your superpowers
electricity.
yet?
You know, I think I've been very big strong, but I'm not sure.
When he jumped over the
Marco
fence
really
to get here,
agile.
like,
He
strengthened
got
him.
cat-like reflexes from it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how he became a
All
wizard.
cats have electricity powers.
Keith, don't tell the people
Yeah.
that I'm a wizard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How many times I gotta
He's
tell
not a
you?
wizard.
He's
He's not a wizard. I'm a wizard.
Yeah, he's a wizard.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Bibbity boppity black.
That was the
Okay, no
fairy
one laughed at
godmother.
it, I bet. But Fairly Odd Parents was overrated in my opinion.
Bibbidi bobbidi black.
Yeah.
Give me your rights
Yeah.
back.
Danny
Wait,
Phantom's
really?
better.
Like, I liked it, but people were saying it was like the best Nickelodeon cartoon, and I was like, it's not
Nah,
that
There's
good.
better ones.
like
Hey,
Danny
no,
Phantom
no,
was
no.
much better than that show.
That's literally what I
I've
just said.
never
Wait,
watched
what's
Danny
the-
Phantom. It
Is there an
seems cool, but
echo?
I've just never watched it.
Jimmy
He's
Neutron.
Phantom.
Have you ever watched the Jimmy Neutron movie? I mean,
Yes.
I suppose you
Nah.
have.
Yeah,
was a
it's
good movie.
Classic. It was the
Yeah.
it was like the first. It was one of the first movies to be nominated for best animated feature.
Oh, wait, really?
The
Yeah,
saddest
along with
thing,
like Shrek.
the saddest
What?
thing in that movie is when the kid was sad because he ate too much cotton candy and his mom wasn't there. That like makes me like
Oh, yeah.
so sad. It makes me like
Tough.
really
Get used to
sad.
it. You ate cotton candy.
I know, but
It
the
was a
kid's like
win-win.
crying, and he's like
It
a
was a
5-year-old,
lose. He gets cotton
And it-
candy, but like,
and this man's like already like 200 pounds, and he's just like he's sad because his mom was in there to like help him
A
eat.
200-pound 5-year-old.
Yeah, and it's so
Oh.
sad. And then they all go like, "I want my mommy," and it's like so sad.
I want my mommy.
Yeah, I remember that.
You just spoiled
It's
the whole
too-
movie.
Yeah, got him.
Class.
On the topic
Y'all
of
ever-
movies, what was everyone's favorite childhood movie?
Spider-Man.
Incredibles easily.
Spider-Man.
Incredibles 2 is the biggest
Yeah, the
disappointment
trilogy.
of all time.
ooh,
What?
favorite childhood movie. I don't remember.
Monsters
I'd have
Inc.
to
was
say
overrated in
either-
my opinion.
Monsters
I have
Inc.
to
was
say
good. Monsters University is underrated.
Honestly, I was
Yeah,
thinking
that
the
movie
same
was
thing
pretty
like
good.
yesterday.
Eh?
I think the soundtrack is better. Monster University soundtrack is better than Monsters Inc. soundtrack.
Honestly, yeah. And you know who did the soundtrack for Monsters University?
No.
Blue Devils.
Oh, really?
Wait, really? Of
Yeah.
course you know that. Fucking DCI nerd. Ron, you alright?
No. What if Monsters University soundtrack was made by Coda?
Wait, who?
Coda.
Coda, who's that?
Gabe
Keith,
should know.
Keith, please leave.
I don't listen to white people music. I thought you
It's
said
not
not
white
white
Kodak
people
for a
people
music
second.
at all.
I don't know
It's
what.
Asian people.
Bruh.
I don't
You know
know. I
that
don't
show
listen to
we've been
shit.
begging you to watch for like the past year?
First of all, it's not begging. It's forcing me to watch. Actually,
Yeah, I was kind of forcing. You were more begging. And it was all worth it.
It
I
was.
mean, yeah.
Now we only have one more person to convince.
Yeah, Moses.
Huh?
And Marcus. None of you said a word to Marcus about JoJo. And it's
I'm scared
like
of Marcus.
Marcus likes Neo Yokio. There's no hope.
Neo Yo. What's that?
That's a
Garbage.
Jaden Smith anime. Jalen, it's
Oh.
called Neo Yokio. Neo Yokio. That's what it's called.
Yeah, garbage.
It's like
Wait a second, Moses. Have you actually
wait,
ever
is this
watched an
anime?
episode of
Is it in
JoJo?
Japanese?
Yeah, I saw like 3.
Is
No,
it in
it's
Japanese?
American made anime.
I saw like
Oh,
3.
Lord.
So it's
I
like
remember the
Avatar.
childhood story. I saved
Yeah,
the dude's
but
life because.
worse. Way worse.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
childhood
very
story.
bad.
I saved the dude's life because he was getting strangled by this other kid, and he was like about to like pass out on
Dude,
the
what?
swing.
Was it me?
It was like after school, right? And this one kid, he was kind of like crazy, and it was actually Ben. It was actually like Ben was the guy who was getting choked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ben
So basically,
Dover.
right? So
God
basically,
damn.
he was
Wait,
like
Ben
swinging on the
Zucker or
swings.
Ben?
No, like the one in band.
Which
You
got
see your
mad.
saxophone.
Ben got taller than me in first grade.
He got taller and bro, he used to be chubby.
Yeah,
He used to be
Yeah.
short
Yeah.
and chubby, and now
What?
he's just like doing better.
Yeah.
So basically,
Better.
so like we were like swinging on the swings together, whatever. And there was like a bunch of other swings, and there was one kid wanted to swing on that specific swing, and Ben said, "No, why would I get up? There's more over there. Just go over there." And the kid just stared at him, started strangling him. And then like I was talking to Justin, and I turned around and I see like his face is red, and this one kid's staring at him while strangling him. I was like, "Bro, what's wrong with you?" And I pushed him off him, and he just like ran away. And he only got suspended and had to write a sorry note, like nothing else.
Dude, I remember.
So,
I remember. I
basically
was.
saved
I
his
was in like.
life.
I was in like second grade, and like I never got written up before stuff like that. I remember this kid was like coughing really bad, like this kid in kindergarten, and so I gave him a cough drop I had, and then I got written up for helping a kid because I guess I gave him drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Windsor Hill was crazy, man.
Oh
yeah,
like, I
that's
remember,
memory.
and like I was like crying because I got written up, and like my dad saw it, he's like, "This is nothing." It's like this is.
I mean, basically, yeah.
And
I
then,
got
and then I
written
remember
up
another
6
time.
times in 6th grade by
Well,
the same
You
teacher.
stabbed the kid with a pencil.
Good
No,
point.
it was in
Kind of
middle
expected.
school. It was the
Oh, yeah,
same
you were a
teacher.
bad
Let me
kid.
tell you about the most offensive one out of all of them. This dude, his name is ridiculous, but I won't say it for the sake of not wanting to be responsible for his murder.
Wait,
Dang.
which part is ridiculous? The last name or first name?
His name was hyphenated.
Just
That's his
Sean.
name? His name is hyphenated. That's a nice
Can't
name.
wait before his name would have a comma.
So
It's probably
One day-
Jaquan.
we did a test, and then he said, "Okay, after you're done, put your chair up on your desk and go out to your locker and get your stuff, because it was at the end of the day, and you put your chair
Yeah.
on the desk because they're coming and
Of
clean the floors."
course.
Correct.
And I did that, and I come back in, and he's like, "Hey, why is your chair on your desk?" I was like, "Cause
Wait,
you told us
bruh.
to do that." And then
Were
my
you the
friend
only person that
Max
did
was
it?
sitting there, like trying not to burst into tears, laughing. So I like couldn't help but smirk a little bit, and then he wrote me up for making fun of him.
What?
Dude, you can't even do that.
Maybe it's just like
and
mocking a teacher.
similar situations
That
5
couldn't
more
happen
times
at
after
River
that.
Oaks. River Oaks, it would have been a whole different story.
But I remember in River Oaks, I got like lunch detention for putting my ID, which like the lanyard, it's so bad on my neck, so I put it in my pocket, and had it like a little chain in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Oh yeah,
And,
you
like, I
couldn't do
remember
that. You had to
this
have it on
stupid
your
lady,
neck.
like I forgot her name, but I'm just gonna say Miss Finland. But, like,
Oh, was she
Oh.
black?
she wasn't even my
Yeah, I know
I
teacher.
had
talking
her.
about.
She wasn't
I
even
had her.
my
She was
teacher,
nice.
and she
It's
got me
cool.
lunch detention. She didn't even know my name.
Bro, okay. Her class was so easy. Like we'd have so many free days. We'd just like do nothing in her class, and it'd be so fun. Except chewing gum was like she was like super strict on that. And if you were walking in the hallway on the opposite side of the hallway from where she is, she would see you chewing gum and make you spit it out, whether she knew you or not. Like that was
Yeah.
I
way
remember. I accidentally like had gum when I walked into band, and Miss McIntyre gave me lunch detention, and I said sorry. and
what?
I spat it out, but then she
Yeah.
took it away at the end of class.
Remember that gum wall that she had? That was actually disgusting.
Oh yeah.
She did it for 3 months and stopped.
Yeah, because she was running out of space, and I don't blame her. I wouldn't want
Oh
to
no!
touch
Oh
that.
no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yes.
What?
You
was this
alright?
It's
Don't
the
worry about it.
What is it? The
Don't
IOI.
worry about it.
It's the IOI going after Moses.
Oh no.
The Sixers.
Oh, snap.
Moses,
Awesome.
Biggie.
What was your favorite childhood show?
SpongeBob.
What?
No.
Favorite childhood
Your
show?
mom.
Impossible.
Adventure Time and regular show.
Adventure Time, regular show, and SpongeBob. I can't pick
SpongeBob,
one.
What
I
was
didn't
your
watch
favorite
that.
like
Well, SpongeBob.
show when
yeah.
you were a little baby?
First show, I was a little
SpongeBob.
baby. Bro,
All I know
I
is
was
that I
bombing to
hated
the little
VeggieTales.
Einstein song before was cool. That is
I watched
fact.
either
Teletubbies.
VeggieTales
Teletubbies.
or Bear in the
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Blue House.
Nah, I
Bro.
always watch Little Einsteins.
Little
Teletubbies.
Einstein, Little Bear, Franklin, Thomas the Train.
Does
I
no
used to
one
be
hear me?
obsessed with that.
No.
Teletubbies.
No.
Yeah, we heard you say
I watched
Teletubbies.
Teletubbies a
was
little
too
bit,
bizarre.
yeah.
Teletubbies was
Teletubbies?
A lot
creepy.
of it.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, but I watched
How do
it.
you
It was
watch
better
that?
than VeggieTales.
No.
I never saw
Debatable.
VeggieTales.
No.
VeggieTales
VeggieTales theme
garbage.
song
VeggieTales is
slapped.
something you cannot compare to anything else.
VeggieTales theme
Gabe.
song is
Lazy
arguably
Town.
one of the
Gabe.
best
Lazy
theme
Town.
My
songs.
mom before
Lazy
oh,
Town,
Lazy
yeah.
Town, yeah, Lazy
Oh
Town.
yeah, Lazy Town.
Okay, but before I could even talk, my mom would put on VeggieTales, and me and Joan would fall asleep because we hated it so much.
Because you have to get
Really?
the dialogue. You have to know what they're saying. You gotta get the message.
It's a garbage show.
It's
The
not
message
garbage,
is
so
I am
watch it.
edible.
I am edible.
VeggieTales?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
The
a bunch of
message is
edibles.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think you remember the show.
What if Jesus is a cucumber?
What?
Bruh.
Yeah.
Jesus
so
is a
fucking-
What if
vegetable.
Jesus' name is really Larry? Shut up.
I remember Lazy Town.
Oh,
was
yeah.
really good, though.
Lazy Town was awesome.
I'll be rotten
So-
at F in the
This
chat.
mailbox is mine, and the
I
triangle
never
sign.
even.
That
I
blue
hadn't heard
balloon.
of Lazy
The month
Town
of June is mine,
until,
mine,
like-
mine, mine, mine.
I didn't even know
Bro.
Lazy Town was a thing until like
We
2
number
years
one.
ago.
Dude,
Your
what?
childhood is bad, kid.
Dude.
Your childhood was for decoration. Your childhood was bad. How
Oh,
can you
yeah.
say you had a
I for real
childhood?
didn't
You
know
didn't
about
know.
Lazy Town until I'd say like 4 or 5 years ago.
Bro, that
I
one
didn't know about
black
it
dude
when I
who
was,
had
like,
like
a
those
little-
like little like Laffy Taffy looking dreads. Bro,
You
With
know,
the
there
hacker
was
guy.
Built like a
the
Lassie
girl-
Taffy. Keith.
the girl who
Thanks.
played the pink-haired girl has a TikTok.
bro,
Really?
she's fine as
Oh,
hell
what's her
now.
TikTok?
Bro,
Wait, the
She's
original one?
fine, bro.
Yeah, the original one.
Bro.
What's her
Let me tell
TikTok?
you, she is
Yeah, what is it?
fine.
Dude.
Oh, John's saying there's 3 different ones, but I thought I saw the real one because she said.
Yeah, same.
Oh no. Okay, there's 3 different girls that in the show that have pink hair. They switched them out.
Oh wait, I didn't even notice that they did.
Oh, there's
I mean, because you're freaking like brainless.
Oh no, there's only
This-
two. There's only two.
You know they switched out the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air mom just all of a sudden,
Yeah,
and then she turned
yeah.
from
She
dark black
was
to
like
like
black,
light
and now
skin.
she's light skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Whoa.
wonder why they did that.
Because
She
the
went to
black one was
jail?
like, I need money, I need more money. And then
No,
said,
I saw this
no, you
girl
don't. How
went
about,
to
how about no
jail.
money? And so they kicked her off.
You know when they switched out the guy in Blue's Clues?
Guys,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
What?
In 2012, the original Lazy Town girl was arrested for prostitution.
Dude.
Wait.
Oh my god.
My question
How
is,
old
does
was
she still have the
she?
pink hair on?
Did she still have the PKO?
Did she keep up the act?
Did she...
Yes.
A little bit of roleplay.
It's worth it.
Which
then.
one? Which one? There's 3. Oh wait, no, you know the Latino kid in the Sandlot
Yes.
No.
murdered someone.
Makes
Oh.
sense.
Mr. Mosby was arrested
No
for
crab
manslaughter.
from
What?
Harry
What about Mr.
Potter?
Mosby?
Mr. Mosby was arrested for manslaughter before.
What?
Yes, I love Mr. Mosby.
He was arrested for
dude,
manslaughter. Look it up.
do you
Wait,
guys know
okay.
the guy who sung the Peanut Butter Jelly Time song?
No, I
No.
not know
I
his
remember
name.
the
guy
song.
the guy who sang that died in a police shootout.
Dude.
Dang.
It wasn't peanut butter jelly time. It was.
It wasn't peanut butter.
Is that what they play at his funeral? 'Cause I sure would have.
Yeah, but like
Wait,
slow
no,
and sad.
she didn't actually get arrested. Never mind.
Lofi version.
Yeah.
It wasn't peanut
Loaf?
butter.
Wait, is that a thing? I'm looking it up.
Lo-fi?
Lo-fi?
Yo, lo-fi.
I say.
Oh, that's how it's said. I was saying
Lo-fi.
I've always said Lofi, but no one ever corrected me.
I bet he calls the
I'm
shoes
gonna say
loafies.
Well, actually, it would make more sense as Lofi, because it stands
It's
for
no.
low fidelity. It stands for low fidelity, so it would make more sense.
Well, then it'd be low-fit.
Lo-fi sounds better.
Lofi.
Low-fit.
It should be
It's
called
like a rapper.
low-fid. Low-fid
Donkey.
would be way better.
Donkey.
Oh, they don't have one.
It's a piece
Ow.
of cake. The bacon eats your cake. Bro, I saw this one meme saying that Will Smith
I'm
died.
looking
The
up.
world's
Yeah,
gonna
so you know
end.
Stefan Carl Stephenson, the guy who played Robbie
Yeah.
Rotten.
Yeah, he died.
He was born in a place called Hafnarfjordur.
You what?
Dude.
It's a place
Haha,
in
funny.
Iceland. And
Haha,
he was
funny.
married to a woman named Steinen Oline Porsteindottir.
Porsteindottir.
He had a son named Thor.
Bro, Elon Musk is
putting in a
son.
lot of JoJo stuff now.
Dude, I
Kevin.
didn't even know
Alright,
Elon
Kyle.
Musk was married.
He's
Same.
probably not.
How do you? Apparently, you pronounce his kid's name Kyle.
No,
How's it spelled?
No, I saw something that said
That is
it
not.
translates
That
to
is
like
not at
metal rat.
all. Like his
It
actual
translates to
name.
like metal rat or something like that.
What is it?
Marco, have you not seen his name?
No.
How do you type that?
Type it?
Look up Elon Musk's son. The first thing that
It's
pops
like
up, it's gonna be.
XAEA12.
You
And
can't, how do I
apparently the
type
A12
that?
is from a.
Oh, is
It's
that
on
what
a
that
plane.
is? Okay, no,
Yeah,
I've
his
seen that
son's name.
spelling before. I saw
No.
that around.
People
The
say he's
A
gonna
and E
get.
are supposed to be connected, but
The people say that like he's gonna get bullied, but like it's Elon Musk's son. You can't bully him. Like
Yeah,
Elon
you
Musk
should.
even go to
absolutely
school.
can.
and it's not.
Elon
that's
Musk's
not gonna
son.
be. Does anybody know that
Gabe.
that's not his actual name?
What?
Does everybody think
It
that's
is,
his actual
but
name?
look at this. Look at this.
Where's
Look
the
at
birth
this.
certificate?
I'm not gonna
Oh,
post it.
Kyle. Cool.
All that for a Kyle.
bro, I wish that was my name because like Elon Musk,
No, you
man.
That
You
is not at
absolutely
all.
do
That's
not.
just. That is just someone
Elon, if I
saying
was
that.
Elon Musk's son, like you can't
Musk
say
is-
anything to me. You can't
Musk
say
is
anything
ketchup
to
and
me.
mustard.
You couldn't say anything to me. I'd be the bully. Like you would say something, and I would tell
I'd buy.
them that they are
You'd
broke.
buy a paparazzi.
Who's bullying you at school? I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I mean, the rich kid
Yeah.
always gets bullied. Nobody likes
You
the rich
pronounce
kid.
it like the weather alert.
First
sound.
of all, I wish they would bully me. First of all, you can work your whole life and not even be close to how much money
Dude,
I have,
imagine
kid.
imagine
Keep on
your
bullying
name being A12 like some robot or AEX.
He's gonna be sent on to space with the next Tesla.
Yo, X, is this man giving you trouble?
X is bro. That's a cool nickname. X.
No.
You
No,
could,
Bro, he's gonna-
you
Bro,
could
I'm
pronounce that
telling you.
Zaya 12.
He's gonna be a meth dealer. I'm telling you. He just popping
This
pills
is a
in the
Dragon
street.
Ball Z villain.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Is he more powerful than Goku? We'll see in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I think I have Elijah muted.
No, I'm.
Continue.
Okay, bye.
Gabe, I'm not done flaming you.
Oh, yeah, bye.
Boy, talking about him, he doesn't
Okay,
do anything.
bye.
You played one
Yeah,
game your whole life. I'm really about to, bro. Don't get me started.